We are a little over a week away from Pokemon Day, February 27th, and the reveal of a brand new mythical Pokemon, and the anticipation is mounting. The entire announcement in general has just been really refreshing because, for one, we're actually getting a new Pokemon like this announced as opposed to leaked, and number two, they announced that they were going to do this almost an entire month ahead of time, whereas with your typical Pokemon trailer and or Pokemon Direct, we usually only get a couple of days notice. So to have basically an entire month to just let this simmer in our minds and imagine all of the possibilities is not only extremely fun, but it's almost excruciating at the same time in the best way possible. And I thought because of all of this time on our hands, we might as well go ahead and do something with it, and that is why today I am going to attempt to predict what this new mythical Pokemon that's going to be revealed on the 27th might actually be like. Now this is obviously going to be 110% pure speculation because we know absolutely nothing about this thing. The literal only things we know are that it's going to be revealed on the 27th and that it is also going to be in the new Pokemon movie, Pokemon the Movie Coco. Other than that, there is absolutely no information to be had about this Pokemon whatsoever, so my investigative detective skills are really going to be put to the test here. And with that said, even though we don't know anything at all about this new Pokemon, there are some things that we do know about mythical Pokemon that I believe can kind of help narrow down the possibilities a little bit in terms of what this new Pokemon could actually be like. It's all just a shot in the dark at the end of the day, but at the same time it is very, very interesting and fun to talk about, so without any further ado, why don't we go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so when it comes to mythical Pokemon, there are a couple of key personality traits that many of them share that I think we'll be able to use to maybe narrow down what our new mythical Pokemon might potentially be like. The first one of those being that not all, but many mythical Pokemon are of the small, sprite-sized, floaty variety. Pokemon like Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, Manaphy, Victini, Meloetta, Hoopa, Marshadow, the list goes on and on of mythical Pokemon who all share this small, cutesy, floaty body type, and because of that, I feel like there is all the possibility in the world that our new mythical Pokemon could be that same way as well. And another key trait that many mythical Pokemon also share is having the Psychic type, and this is because back in the day, the Psychic type was sort of seen as the legendary type by the developers, which is why many legendary and mythical Pokemon, especially from the early days of the franchise, have this type such as Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, and Deoxys. The list goes on from there, but basically the Psychic type is a key contributor to the identities of many mythical Pokemon, which means once again, it very likely could be given to our new mythical Pokemon as well. However, this is where I'm actually going to counter my own argument and exclude both of these key contributing mythical traits from consideration for our new mythical Pokemon, and the reason for that would be because of none other than Calyrex. As you probably know by now, Calyrex is a brand new Pokemon that was just barely revealed as a part of the Pokemon Sword and Shield Expansion Pass reveal trailer, and it actually has both of the very key traits that I just barely described, being small, sprite/fairy-sized and floaty, and also having the Psychic type. In fact, many people have already made the comparisons and noticed the many similarities between Calyrex and an actual already existing mythical Pokemon, that being Celebi, so because of all of these reasons, I am definitely on the side of thinking that this new mythical Pokemon isn't going to be like any of these things. So at this point, we have established that the new mythical Pokemon is going to be a bigger, non-psychic type. Right, that is extremely specific, and to be honest, I could probably end the video right here, but because I like to go the extra mile, why don't we go ahead and see what else we can dig up. The other key thing here that we cannot forget about is the fact that this Pokemon is going to be featured, as I said, in the brand new Pokemon movie coming out later this year, known as Pokemon the Movie Coco. Now, if you have seen the very short 30-second teaser trailer for this movie, you would know that this is basically going to be Pokémon meets Tarzan, because it's very jungly and there's a very Tarzan-esque character who seems like they are going to be a very important part in the movie. So because of this general jungle Tarzan type of vibe, it is possible that the new mythical Pokémon could reflect that in some way. And we will touch more on that in a minute, but for now I want to go back to the type side of this discussion. We already established earlier that we do not think this Pokemon is going to be Psychic type, so if it's not going to be Psychic type, then what type could it possibly be? Well, at that point, it could be any one of the other 17 types, and frankly, your guess is as good as mine as to which one specifically it's going to be. However, once again, there are some key things we can go ahead and look at here that might help us to narrow down the possibilities a little bit. As it stands right now, and I am pretty sure I got this right because I checked it beforehand, but I'm also only human, so if I somehow got this wrong, I am sorry. 14 out of the 18 types are represented in a mythical Pokemon right now, meaning there are only 4 types that have never been used by a mythical before. And these types would be Dragon, Ice, Poison, and Ground. Now, given the general theme of Pokemon Sword and Shield, Dragon definitely stands out as a possibility, but there is another thing I want to look to here to further narrow down the possibilities. Another thing about the types of the mythical Pokemon is that many of them, at least at the time that they were introduced, also had unique type combinations. Pokemon like Marshadow, Volcanion, Hoopa, Meloetta, Victini, all of these Pokemon had unique type combinations, or do still have a unique type combination, and heck, if you don't count Carbink as being a separate Pokemon from Diancie, which technically it's not, every single one of the mythical Pokemon from Generation 6 also have unique type combinations, which tells you something about what mythical Pokemon like to do with their types. So based on our analysis here, you could say that a bigger Ice Poison type is going to be one of our candidates for this new mythical Pokemon, and I certainly will put it up for consideration. However, there are some other possibilities I want to go over as well in terms of what I feel like is the most likely. And this is where we are going to bring back the new Pokemon movie into the mix, because I just don't feel like an Ice Poison type would mesh very well with what it seems like is going on in this jungle-filled Pokemon movie. And I feel like the Pokemon, as undoubtedly one of the most important parts in this movie, is going to have to fit very well with the rest of the setting. So as much as I would like an Ice Poison type mythical, and as much as I feel like it does make a lot of sense based on what we've talked about, I just don't feel like it's the best fit for everything else that's going on. On the other hand though, I do feel like Poison type on its own would be a good fit in this situation, and you could even say that the Ground type would fit good as well. And even though I said earlier that I don't think a small, cute, floaty type of mythical Pokemon is going to happen, I for some reason just have this gut feeling that that is the type of Pokemon we could see that would work the best in this movie. And because we really do have to consider the movie heavily here, I am going to say as another one of my possible picks for this new Pokemon that it could be a small, cute, floaty type of mythical that is either the Poison or Ground type, or maybe possibly both. I know I ruled that out earlier, but to be honest with you guys, I just can't doubt my gut, so ultimately I feel like we're gonna have 2 different options here. If we want to go by the book, we're gonna end up with a bigger Ice or Poison or possibly Ice Poison type mythical, but if we want to go by our gut feeling, we're gonna end up with a small, cute, floaty type of mythical Pokemon that is either Poison or Ground type, or possibly both. Those are the 2 main options here that I am unofficially going to put out here, and now I want to know, which one do you guys feel like is more likely? Be sure to let me know about that in the comments below, or if you have some kind of other option that you feel like is more likely, definitely leave it in the comments below. I know I mentioned that Dragon is a cool possibility and would fit well as well, so ultimately I just want to hear what you guys think. If you enjoyed the video as well, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you're new for more Pokemon content all the time. You can also support the channel further if you would like by listening to my Pokemon remixes on Spotify and giving my Pokemon Cardinal project a watch if you haven't yet. month. With all that being said though, I'll be back on Thursday with another video, so be sure to hit that notification bell so you can be notified as soon as it goes live. And with all of that being said, I hope you know I love you guys very much, and until the next one, as always, I will smell you guys later.